Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really fun review. It's sort of another one of my wax melt offs. But before we go any further, I have nothing on my nails. I may put something on it later today, I'm not sure. But anyway, what's on the base? I wanted to do something fun. I love Penny from Big Bang Theory. I know she does like these cool like hairdos and stuff, so I just sort of decided to do like these little things. Sort of Princess Leia, like, oh, not quite, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I just had some fun with it, and because of that, I'm like, oh, I'll throw some color in my eyes, and I'll throw a nice bold lip, because I don't get to wear this. Oh no, I could if I wanted to. I don't wear big, bright, bold lip colors outside of my house, so it's always fun to do for YouTube. Anyway, too much time spent talking about that. On the base, I have Revlon's Color Burst Lacquer Balm in the color 120 Vivacious. So that's that. And on top, to give it a little more red, because I was going for more of a red, less of the hot pink, was Buxom's Cherry Flip. There we go. Okay, so what I wanted to share with you guys, as usual, I'll show you everything first, and I'll kind of go through each one as individuals. So I decided to do Marshmallow, Fireside, or types when it came to this wax melt off. It is one of my favorite scents. To me, the OG of Marshmallow, Fireside is Bath & Body Works. I think that they've obviously started that scent way before anybody else, or before it got really popular. And I have so many of those candles. I did not buy any more from this year because I have like 2 or 3 backups. So I'm in no rush to go get any, and if it's just about packaging, I don't want new candles just based on packaging alone. I think I have 3. I think I have 3 backups. But so I'll just kind of go down being the OG. But here you go. I didn't burn the candle, but rather I melted the melt from Bath & Body Works. So we'll start off with just showing you guys what I use. So Marshmallow Fireside from Bath & Body Works was one of them. Second one was Goose Creek's Campfire Marshmallow. Thirdly, Toasted Marshmallow from Sonoma, which was very awesome. I don't get Sonoma wax. That was really cool to try. It was my first Sonoma wax as well to try. And lastly, Campfire Tales by Vintage Chic Scents. So let's start off. I did this one and this one. And I'm going to try to do it in order. As always, I melted all of these in my bedroom on my hot plate warmer. So it's a lower wattage. I don't know. I still think it's 24 or something like that, but it's a lower wattage. No air conditioning, no windows. And this is where they were all melted. So I wanted to be fair, obviously. And so I gave this, to be able to give you a very fair review. I started with this one, Campfire Tales from Vintage Chic Scents. Now, keep in mind that melter in my bedroom is like this. The circumference is like that. It's quite deep, so it's quite a large dish. And with VCS, I never know. Sometimes they're strong, sometimes they're not, and like even on cold, if it's strong, it sometimes isn't coming across that way when I actually melt it. So what I did is I did pop this entire scent shot. It was a sample that I received. And again, it's called Campfire Tales, and its scent note description is white chocolate graham crackers gooey marshmallow. So this one was poured on January 11th of 2017, as it so states at the top there. Scent appeal on cold, 10. I love Marshmallow Fireside. This had a little extra to it, but it was beautiful. I really liked it, and I was hoping that I was going to get a good throw too. Okay. And for those of you who don't know, I used to work for Rogers Chocolates, which is one of the largest chocolatiers in Canada, when I was a college student in Victoria, British Columbia, which is like the homeland of that company too. So it's where it got started. It started in the 1800s. So anyway, so I know my chocolate. I know what I don't like. I know what I like. And technically, if you want to get technical, white chocolate isn't actually chocolate. There's no cocoa in here. It is really just icing sugar and cream and, sugar, sucrose. But I will say, I do love the smell of white chocolate. The first thing I get from this, the Campfire Tales, is white chocolate. I'm just going to give you the cold, and I'll tell you what it is on warm. White chocolate, it's very sweet, but in a good way. I can't do too much sweet in the caramel zone, but I can definitely clearly do the sweet in the white chocolate. So with that white chocolate, I don't necessarily get the gooey marshmallow, but I think it's because gooey marshmallow and the white chocolate is kind of like all encompassing. Like I think it really kind of comes together, does its own thing, meshes, and that's the blender. Those two items, I believe, is the blender for this scent. As far as graham crackers, on cold, I don't really get this, graham crackers. But on warm, I got the graham cracker probably like 35%, I'd say, like a third, just over a third of the scent that I could get on throw. It was graham cracker, which was nice, but it was a honey graham cracker, not just a regular graham cracker. I actually got like the honey made graham cracker scent, which was awesome. I haven't gotten that from any vendor so far. They say graham cracker, and yeah, I can smell the grahamness, but the honey made, oh my gosh, it smelled so good. And that white chocolate and the marshmallow again sort of play together really nicely. This thing threw like a beast. I could have left it on that warmer. Probably, I had it on the warmer for, I'd say 8 hours, because it was during the day when I was home one time. And I had it on the warmer. I always change my wax up on weekends twice. So once in the daytime and then in the afternoon, late afternoon, turn everything off, throw it in the freezer, bring it out, pop new scents in for the evening. This one all through the day, and this was fantastic. Now, I don't recall seeing this as an option for vintage chic scents lately for blossom bags or any, I mean, maybe it's because this wasn't on my radar, but I don't recall seeing this campfire tales as an option. If this is an option in a unicorn, like a unicorn loaf or whatever, it's really good. And I could see this being a great blender with other things too. A lot of the trend right now on YouTube channels is you take things like Fireside, Marshmallow Fireside or Fireside, and mix it with strawberry or raspberry or blackberry or something. You kind of do a little mix of your own, which is really cool. I could definitely see this as a mixer as well, but this is heavenly all on its own. I rate this 10 out of 10 for everything. Scent appeal on cold, throw, and scent appeal on warm. It was fabulous. Enough talking about that one, but it was really good. And vintage chic scent, so you never know, right? Like sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not so good. The next one is Marshmallow Fireside from Bath & Body Works. This is the OG as mentioned. These are expensive. This was a sample for free that I received in one of my orders. This is in Canada, $4.50 for this little tiny thing. This is like a 2-ounce scent shot. Maybe it's an ounce and a half once filled. This is only 0.97 ounces for $4.50 Canadian. Now, mind you, I know you can get, coupons and use coupons and such. But Bath & Body Works, they don't produce what they bring out in Canada. They do not mirror that in wax melts, so it's only like really popular scents, which is fine. They obviously had this. They have it again this year. If you can get it, I would recommend it. It's really good. It's quite literally like they just poured extras from the candle into these wax melts. It's divine. I got hiccups. So Marshmallow Fireside, it's kind of got that vanilla and tobacco, I got hiccups, but it is kind of like that vanilla tobacco scent that I love so much. It's kind of got a sexy note. This is definitely sweet. I find this to be more on the sexy, sweet, like definitely Fireside, but you can also see how messy this was to take out too. Now, mind you, this was from last year, so I did save it for the whole year, but it's stored in a cool, dry place. Highly recommend this. I recommend the candle. I have so many candles that maybe I might take one out and chop it up and then burn one or something like that down the road. But I really do recommend this. Scent appeal on cold is 10. It's one of my favorites. It's one of the fall scents that come out each year that I really love and do admire it. And I think that they tried. I really think that like the Argon, what was I gonna say? No, that's Beach Nights. It's sort of like Beach Nights is the summer version, like Beach Nights lotion and that I feel is like the summer version of Marshmallow Fireside. This is really good. So on cold it was great, melted in the same place. I didn't get as strong a throw, mind you, there's maybe twice as much wax, but it lasted probably about 6.5 hours in my warmer and it did really, really well. And it was like a perfect bedroom scent. Whereas like this one maybe could have been out here a little bit, but I wanted to have a fair assessment and put everything in the same warmer. This is really, really nice. I really enjoyed it. Definitely recommend. 10 on cold, 10, no, not, I'll actually give it a 9.5. The reason why I'll give it a 9.5 is this thing threw like crazy and it was still throwing when I took it off. This one had already kind of died out by the time I went to go take it off the warmer. So I will give it a 9.5. But everything else about this, very, very nice. So then we have Goose Creek's Campfire Marshmallow, and I believe my friends Myra and Kyla gave this to me last year, but I saved it for the year and wanted to come back to it this year. I'm pretty sure that they sent this one to me. I have a couple that they gave me. So I don't have to set no descriptions for this one, but this is really, really nice. And there's, like, technically it's in a circle, but there's total of 6 different triangular triangles. So this did really, really well. It is more, it's again on the sexier side. This is closer matched to Marshmallow Fireside. This one's got a little bit more like a classic perfume, like good perfume. Like, yeah, like if you like the bourbon from Elizabeth and James, the bourbon perfume that I absolutely adore, then you would love this. This one's got that ness about it. It's not as strong, but it did really, really well on my house. It threw like crazy, so it did half, like I did 3 of these chunks in my bedroom for the first time, and because I had already made my assessment and how I felt, I melted, or does it burn? I melted. So, and then I melted the other half of these, so the other 3 in one of my warmers out here, and did very, very well. So it was fantastic. I would recommend, if you like Goose Creek, to go out and buy these, and I think Goose Creek has sales where they're almost $2 a clam, and that's $2 American, mind you, but there's 2.1 ounces in here, so that's pretty good. That's actually, I think this is this says a 2 ounce scent shot, but I think there's an 1.5 ounce-ish when actually poured, and this is 2.1 ounce total, so still a lot of wax. Scent appeal on cold, I'm gonna give it a 9. It's not my absolute favorite. You guys obviously clearly can tell which one's my favorite so far. But it was really, really nice, and I think guys and girls, again, would really enjoy that. And lastly, new to me, Sonoma Toasted Marshmallow. This is a gift from a friend, and Toasted Marshmallow was awesome. Like, super, super good. I feel like weird. Thought I heard something. Anyway, this was really, really good. Now, not that I care about packaging, I shouldn't care, but I don't like how when I take this off the whole thing, I like the clam that is connected. That's just me, but yeah, I forgot the first time I went to go take this off, I was like, ooh, oof, lid's on the floor, because I'm like, and gone. This has more of a masculine, almost pepper note, if that makes sense. This is closest to Goose Creek with more of a spicy note to it, and I say pepper, and not in a bad way. I think pepper is a great scent, especially in wax and mixed with a lot of sweet things too. This it was beautiful. Scent appeal on cold, 9. Used it obviously in my melter in my bedroom. Did really well. It threw like crazy. Overall, I give it a 9.5. I think that the picture on there is pretty much, it doesn't, I don't know about the cookie on the bottom. I don't smell cookie. It's just it's their version of Marshmallow Fireside, right? So there is kind of a cologne-ness to it, but like I said, there's like a little bit of a pepper, not a chili pepper, a black pepper scent, which is really nice and different because it's very different from the rest. So overall, I had a lot of fun with this particular wax melt off. I was looking forward to this. I've had to, go through my stash, find out, okay, of all the things that's like, let's say, Marshmallow Fireside, start pulling from different vendors and, store-bought as well, and see, let's do comparison, and I find that a lot of fun. Some more than others. I had a lot of fun with this one. I really do love Marshmallow Fireside, and I found some new favorites. Again, favorite one overall is Campfire Tales from Vintage Chic Scents. Again, that was poured in January, so we're going on 9 months now. 10 months, actually. So, very nice. I highly recommend this if you can get your hands on it. Again, if she can make it in a unicorn loaf, I would buy it. It's so sweet, like sweet in a good way. Again, I can't do the sweet ooey gooey caramel, but I can definitely do white chocolate or whatever it says here, gooey marshmallow. And it would also be great to blend. So if you got a loaf in it, you could probably chop up a bit, melt it on its own, try it with a blender. This is fabulous. This was surprisingly really nice. I didn't know what to expect about Sonoma. I've only melted this and one other from this brand, but they were both very good and killer for throat for store-bought wax. Marshmallow Fireside from Bath & Body Works, always a staple. I just find them very expensive. Like I said, even with a coupon, this is not a lot of wax, guys. Like I literally dumped that entire 4 chunks, that entire, what is it, 0.97 ounces into my warmer at once. Whereas everything else, other than this one, because I wasn't sure, everything else got split up and used on a couple occasions. So that one was really good. And Goose Creek, very, very nice. Not as heady as the Bath & Body Works, not as sick, like not sickeningly sweet, I just said that, but no. Not as ooey gooey sweet as the Vintage Chic, but just the right amount. It smells beautiful. I would actually repurchase Goose Creek. I would highly recommend and repurchase Vintage Chic. I've already got lots of this. Sonoma isn't in Canada, but I don't think it is. I haven't found it. But if you guys can try it, and it's definitely a great price point as well, I would try that. So you guys, that is everything I have to share with you guys about this wax melt off. And it was really, really fun to do. Like, these are right up my alley this time of year. I've been melting so much pumpkin. I'm looking for it, and I know I can change it up. I'm stubborn. I'm a Leo Virgo. I am so stubborn. If I have a melting basket, I'm going to get through that basket. And there's still some pumpkin left, so I'll have some pumpkin left for November, for my melting basket in November. But I'm really trying my best right now to get through some of this pumpkin, which I love, but it's just a lot of pumpkin. So this melt off was an awesome change for me to be able to dive into something different. All right, guys, that is everything. Thanks very much for joining me as always. Take care, be safe, and have fun. Bye, guys.